Hi YouTube, this is Trying to Conceive After Loss. I'm coming to you with a pregnancy update. Well, I am officially 10 weeks pregnant, and I'm so super ecstatic to finally be in the double digits. I'm ecstatic to be in the fetal phase and no longer in the embryonic phase. To go through, I had an appointment yesterday. It wasn't with my OB, it was with my my endocrinologist for my sugar, diabetes sugar, what you call it, for my sugar. And the doctors have been noticing that my beginning sugar my fasting sugar has been pretty high, starting from 93 to 140. So she just increased my metformin to 1,500 milligrams a day. Now, I did not let her know that that's what I've been taking. So what I probably end up doing is to take 2,000 milligrams a day. Take 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills at night. I did my 1,500 milligrams yesterday. I took it all at the same time, so I took all my medicine around about 7 o'clock. So I came home, I was so tired. But this morning, my sugar was 96 for fasting, and they wouldn't see it under 90. So it's still running high, even with taking the appropriate dose at the time frame she wants me to take it. Now, other than that, she says she wants to see me back at the end of February. And she wants me to see a dietitian to see if maybe changing my diet, which is not really that bad. Now, I do love candy. I do love candies and ice creams and stuff like that. But I buy it and I don't get a taste. After I have my taste for it, I eat it maybe once. And then it's put up, and I usually give it away. I can't lie, I gave away a red velvet cheesecake. I ate 2 small slices of. I'm giving away ice cream. I'm giving away cereal. I'm giving away M&Ms. I bought a big 3-pound bag of M&Ms that I threw away. I mean, didn't throw away, but I gave it away. I buy so much candy, and I let people eat it, and I just give it away because I may eat a few pieces, and then I don't want it no more. So sugar is not really a big deal in my diet. I'm not gonna say it's eliminated, because it's definitely there. It's not a big thing. I just had a hankering for Little Debbie's donut sticks. If y'all remember what those are, they're little donut sticks made by Little Debbie. I woke up out of a dream and wanted donut sticks. My boyfriend went to the store and brought me 4 packs. I am not gonna lie, I may have ate a whole pack out of 4, which is 1 out of 1 pack and a piece out of another one. He ate the rest of them. So the whole point is, I get it when I want it, and then I eat it, and then I don't want it no more. So I'm looking forward to, speaking with the dietitian and everything else like that. I did gain weight. I gained 4 pounds. Those of you that know, yes, I am overweight. I'm not afraid to say it. My last appointment, I was 276, 277. This appointment, I was 280. Now, according to her, I've lost weight. So when I first went to see her, I was almost up to 290. So I'm down to 280. So she's feeling as though I'm losing weight, but I did lose a good 12 pounds. The first trimester from not eating. Then from 7 weeks on, it was a really bad nausea. So I had lost a really good bit of weight, but it's starting to come back. But I believe I will be done lose it as soon as I go back to my next appointment. Also, I think that's the good news. I gained maybe 5 pounds at the most, which will probably be going by next week. It fluctuates so much with me. Anyway, I had ordered some Preggy Pops a long time ago to help with my nausea when it first started. Mind you, it first started between 6.5, 7 weeks, but it fully kicked in at 7 weeks. So I ordered the Preggy Pops when it first started, before it started getting bad, when it had just started, off of eBay. And the people, after about 2 weeks, people was like, oh, if you haven't received it within 3 to 5 days, it's not going to come. And I read they had some bad reviews saying the same thing and giving out false demified UPS tracking numbers, and then they tell you it's not in stock. They want you to wait for it or purchase it again, but they gave me my refund. I said, no, I just want my money. You can see how my face is so broken out. It's ridiculous. So, I had my boyfriend check the mail yesterday, and lo and behold, this is what came in the mail. My Preggy Pops. And it's so crazy because I got these for free because they gave me my refund back. So I am not complaining. I have tried a few. I noticed the sours gives me heartburn. It does help with nausea. The green apple don't, which is the one I just got finished eating just a few minutes ago. But you only get 2 green apples in here. But other than that, besides the heartburn, these work pretty good. And they're pretty delicious, by the way. They taste all natural. As it says, the natural is a way to ease morning sickness. But surprise, I got my Preggy Pops. I'm happy about that. And it will cut, if Preggy Pops really work, it will cut down on me having to use my Zofran, because I ran out of what's it called, dialysis, well, I can't remember that pill, but I ran out of one. I have officially Zofran and regular that's left. So I'm trying to slow down on both because, I have one refill on one, but Zofran works the best. And I'm trying to really slow down on Zofran. I actually helped out another pregnant friend of mine, who's about 2 weeks behind me, to a week and so behind me, who's been going through nausea really bad. So I gave her maybe like 3 or 4 of the Zofrans until she could get her prescription filled, because she works and everything and she don't have time to get to the pharmacy. So I was nice enough to, help her out. I was like, I can't give you much, but I can help you. Now, let's get into symptoms for week 10. But this symptom has been going on for a while. Stuffy and bleeding nose. My nose is so stuffy, I have to blow my nose at least 5 times a day. I occur nosebleed morning and night. 2, hot. I'm constantly hot. It's like someone just took a fire and lit it underneath my ass. Literally. I'm literally hot. And they say that's because of the raging hormones and increased blood flow. I'm really hot. As you can hear in the background, you probably hear my fan that's right next to me. Yes, I have to sleep with a fan. The heat has to be at least on 65, even though I know we just got snow and it's like 12 degrees outside. And sometimes if it gets really bad, I crack a window. Yeah, they could say go outside, but once I go outside and come back inside sees a lot hotter than once it does when I go outside, which defeats the purpose. Heartburn is getting a lot worse now, and I'm thinking that's because the baby in my uterus is pushing up, which is causing my intestines and everything to push up in my stomach, which is causing the more acid reflux. So I'm eating more Tums. I'm starting to back off the Zantac as much because I know it's not that good to take very often, and I'm on it twice a day. Even though my OB do know that I'm on it, in the amount that I'm on, she says okay. I still want to try to back off of it some, so I'm trying to take it down to once a day. But I'm running low on Tums, so it's like the good versus evil right now. I'm gonna have to work with that. Let me see. The nosebleed, stuffiness, hot, indigestion, sore nipples. My nipples are pretty sore. My breasts alone are not, but my nipples are. It's not no burning sensation or nothing like that, but if you hit them, it's noticeable. If I rub up against them, it's noticeable. And it's kind of hard because I am already a big-chested female, and now that they're, swelling and everything getting bigger, it's a little bit more to when you hit them, you notice it. Let me see. me see, sore nipples and shoulder pain. Now, I looked up shoulder pain. Yeah, this is going to be probably a pretty good video. I looked up shoulder pain on Google. Of course, we all run it out to Google. And I did not see no good things about shoulder pain when being pregnant. It always leads to preeclampsia, which I do have high blood pressure, or tubal pregnancy, which I know for a fact that baby's not in my tubes. It didn't say nothing good. Look at my face. Oh my gosh. It didn't say nothing good. So I was just so worried. And I was worried. But I talked to my mom and I said, Mom, my shoulders are hurting. And I said, I think my shoulders are hurting because my boobs are starting to get bigger and my body, has supported only a certain size of boobs, and now they're getting bigger. It's getting harder to control. And my mom, she agreed with me. She was like, well, look, find out when your breast starts to produce and leak milk, and by that time, it'll be time for you to go ahead on and get, breast pads and stuff like that. Which I was supposed to look it up, and I cannot lie, I did not. If any of you ladies know, please put it in the comment box down below. I would like to know. I'll probably, do some more research on it. But so far, my breasts are pretty swollen, and they're not swollen, they're getting bigger, I will say. And it is putting a strain on my shoulders, which is causing shoulder pain, it's not really uncomfortable. I can get a massage, but it is kind of uncomfortable. And I've also noticed that I still cannot sleep on my stomach. I can't. I have to sleep on my side. And I know sleeping on your back is restricted in the second trimester, and I'm almost there. I got 2 more weeks. So, I'm stuck sleeping on my side. Sleeping on my stomach hurts. Sleeping on my stomach, it feels like I'm sleeping. It feels like I'm laying on something. And 9 times out of 10, it's my uterus. Because if my uterus, it should be out from my pelvic area. It should be on its way into my abdomen, which I think it is. And when I lay on my stomach, that's exactly what I feel. And it feels so uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable feeling that you don't want to lay on your stomach. That's how bad it's uncomfortable. I want to invest in a boppy. And I know there's 2 types of boppies. There's a newborn boppy for when you're breastfeeding to help you. And then there's a pregnancy boppy. And I went on boppy.com and I found me a perfect boppy, like the one I would want, for $57. I will be ordering my boppy this week because I need the extra support because I could only sleep on my side and I cannot sleep on my stomach and I do not sleep on my back. I need the extra support on the side. I know it's for when you get further along, but I don't have an average small stomach. I'm a big girl. So even though my stomach is the size that it is, the support will be great. Because waking up with back pain because I can't completely support myself is not comfortable for me, and I want to be comfortable in this pregnancy getting further along. Some more information is as you get my stuffy nose, I wanted to, I found baby's heartbeat, as you heard in the video, at 9 weeks, 2 days. I think that's supposed to be 9 weeks, 4 days. Yeah, that's supposed to be 9 weeks, 4 days, because I found the baby officially at 9 weeks and 2 days first. And I found them loud and clear 9 weeks, 4 days, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look through my phone because my phone has more recordings from when I found baby the first time and the second time. Well, ever since that video was put up, I've been having a hard time finding baby. And I'm going to let y'all ladies know now, the ladies that have a home Doppler, it's a blessing and it's a curse. Because if you can't find baby, you're going to be worried that baby is, no longer there, or the heart's no longer beating. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have figured this out earlier. I just wanted to hear baby heartbeat. Like, okay, thank you, Jesus, he's still there, or she's still there. That's it. No, I want to hear it every day. So, I'm looking up, can't find heartbeat, and I'm getting bad things, and people be like, oh, well, you shouldn't look for it that early, or that's why we don't have home Dopplers, because, and I brought it because I want to be able to check on the baby having so many miscarriages. Making it this far alone is a blessing. But it's a curse for to have a Doppler, y'all. It is really bad. I was really in here going through something. I couldn't find the baby, and for the first week, you might as well say it, I was actually finding the baby. I didn't, if I hit a really fast heartbeat, I would be like, okay, they're all right, and then I won't palpate it no more. Like I won't even try to look for the fetal heart rate. I just want to hear the sound, and that's it. So for like 2 to 3 days, I couldn't find the baby. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going in the same area I usually find he or she in, and they're not there. And I'm like, oh my god, like I want an ultrasound right now. I want to know what's going on. I'm scared. So I tried this morning before I got on this video, and I found baby. Apparently, baby is having fun because they're moving. The baby moved from my right to my middle. They're in the middle. I was like, okay, because my friend was like, maybe they're moving around. I'm like, well, they're at that stage they can move. They can, swim around, move around. So someone just told me to check, a little further over from where I'm used to. So I did a couple, maybe like an inch or so over, and there they was. I was like, okay, you move. Now I have to realize that it's going to get harder to find the baby because the baby has more umbilical cord to move around, and they will move. I guess when I found them on my right side, they were just chilling over there. Now they're just doing their own little thing, going around the bed and floating in the tummy. They have a lot of room. So now you will realize I'm happy that I've found out where they are, and I will be checking again later on this afternoon to see if they're still there. But yes, they just moved from my right side to my middle. And I was like, baby, why can't we find the baby? And I was getting worried. He was like, it's not like you haven't already heard him. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I want to hear it again. He was like, why can't you just accept the fact of what you heard? And that's understandable. But when you go through so much, when you went through so much like we have, and I say I have, you kind of be a little bit on edge until you know you're in the safe zone. And for some people that I've read, and for some people they feel as though the safe zone is when they're in labor. I don't feel as though I'm in the safe zone that hit the second trimester, because that's the farthest I've ever been. Now is a blessing because this is the farthest I've ever been. And like I said, I checked this morning, they're in the middle. So I'm thinking also because my uterus is growing that, they're starting to come up, and they're going to start to change position. And like once they can hide behind the placenta, they move, they could be not where they used to be. So maybe for the first couple of days he was over there eating the hot wings that I was eating. And then when I changed my diet, he probably went somewhere else and was like, well, let me head on this side. I know that he can't, eat different areas of the stomach, but I know that when I was eating the hot wings, it was a lot easier to find the baby. So, there's more I want to say, but I think I'm going to make that a separate video. It's already going on 20 minutes, and I do not like making my pregnancy vlogs that long, because I know y'all sitting back listening like, oh my gosh, she's constantly talking, and she won't stop talking. I want to do a belly shot for y'all for 10 weeks, and let me see. Hopefully y'all can't see all the mess that is in this living room. I hope not, because it's messy. Ooh. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah. So this is my 10-week shot. Well, it's kind of bright because of the light, but this is 10 weeks. On the front, on the side. It is very hard to see because of that light. Let me see a little bit. Okay. see down here, it's starting to get swollen. But I have a big stomach. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm a big grubber. Looks like I'm starting to show. So hopefully you can see the belly shot from the way it's looking. It's looking like I'm starting to show. I feel flutters, and I know people are gonna say the flutters are gas, which 9 times out of 10 probably is, because from what I've read, the baby's only an inch to an inch and a half right now. So I don't think there's much noise as it's making in there. I can feel everything. So just the flutters going on every now and then. I feel a flutter here, or a flutter there, or a flutter there. Nothing much, but it happens every now and again. And I appreciate everybody who watches my videos knowing my hair looks a hot mess. I can't seem to do anything with it. My hair is growing so fast. I know it may seem, short, but my hair is really, really thick. And I cannot do nothing with it. I choose not to perm it because I'm natural. Flat ironing it does not work. I'm going to have to go to a professional to get it done because I cannot control it. If I was to have all my hair out right now, you would be like, wow, she has a lot of hair. But I would not be. I would not come on video looking like a big afro puff because it's not cute. Not for me anyway. It's not for my face shape. Neither is a ponytail, but hey, I gotta do something with my hair. And one last segment of this video is gonna go to it may seem like I'm petty, but sorry. It may seem like I'm petty, but I had joined a group on Facebook, and for my ladies that have miscarriages that are currently pregnant, or even for my ladies that have miscarriages that are TTCing, I was going to get on here and make a video about this group, because when I first joined, I thought they was, a great group, and some may be friends, on Facebook with them, and it's called I Am a Mother to an Angel. The sister site is Awaiting My Rainbow, TTCing and Pregnancy from I Am a Mother to an Angel. That's the sister site of it, is Awaiting My Rainbow, TTCing and Pregnancy. And those are for people that are pregnant and that are TTCing that had a miscarriage or a stillbirth, infant loss. Doesn't matter. It's for, people of that nature. So, of course, since I'm already friends with I Am a Mother to an Angel, because I am mother to angels, I got into the group because it is a private group you have to be accepted in. And the first post I seen was someone was like, I thought this group was great, but these ladies here is very judgmental. Ladies beware. So I'm thinking, everybody has their own opinion. I should have listened, because it was ridiculous. I don't care if I get in trouble for slander or whatever. I don't really care, basically, but because they blocked me from the group, and I felt as though they did it unprofessionally versus saying, oh, well, we don't like the way you're speaking or talking, so we're going to block you. No, they just blocked me out the group. And I felt bad for a little bit, but I took that back, because I don't feel bad speaking my mind. Don't judge females or women by what they do. They have women on there that show their pregnancy test. One lady, she had a faint line on her pregnancy test. Everybody was so mean. They was like, I don't see nothing, or neg, or nothing there. It's just the way they said it. True, there's their opinions, it's their options, or whatever. But I'm like, versus just saying, something like that. Just say, no, sweetheart, I don't see a line. Maybe next time, I'm sorry, or something like that. Then another lady posted her test. Faint line. You couldn't see nothing on her test. Oh, I see it. It's positive. Congratulations. I'm like, you can see the positive on the lady's test, but you can't see nothing here. maybe some dye that's ran through on the wrong side. And it's all congratulations and I'm so happy for you and yeah, I see it. It's like certain women, they would treat so mean. One lady had decided to use a pregnancy test using her whole blood. Now, I've seen that in the YouTube community. It's actually a video on it about how to do it. I've actually seen it on countdown to my pregnancy. Countdown to my pregnancy. I'm sorry. Website, and I've seen people have it on there, and no one judges them from using that. No one judges them from using their whole blood versus the urine. There are pregnancy tests made for both. Even the nurse said sometimes that's more accurate, and it may be and it may not be, but don't be going on there talking about, oh, I think them women need help. She said, I think they need help. It really concerns me. You know, who would think wanting a baby so bad you would go back and do something like that? Yeah, they need counseling. I'm like, hold on. Wait a second. I'm like, first off, this is exactly what got me kicked off. I was like, first off, they do make pregnancy tests for both urine and blood. It's called the HCG combo test. I was like, true enough, the test that they're using may not be used for the blood, but don't sit back and tell somebody, oh, they need help, or yeah, they want a baby bad enough that they want to do something like that. It's disturbing, because that same person that you're sitting there talking down to, they're reading your post and thinking, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Maybe they're thinking, what did I do wrong? Or am I really going crazy? Or is it really that I lost my baby at 3 months old and now I'm going through this? And they have to think what the other ladies are thinking. It's not all about them. So I was like, one thing I learned, I said, I'm from the TTC YouTube community, and I said I wanted to invite ladies over to this site that's had losses and, you know, would like encouragement and hope to know that things will be okay no matter how devastating the loss may be. I said, but now that I look at it, I wouldn't dare invite nobody over here. I said, it seems as though the negativity comes from all over, and once one person starts with the negativity, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. It's like everybody was posting on the same test, lady used blood. Well, maybe it's not meant for blood, or I see a line, or test again. Soon as someone put a negatory thing about them, oh yeah, they need help, it was like 80 comments. 80. It's ridiculous. So that's the comment that got me kicked off, and I really could care less, because they treat women so wrong. They really do. And I'm sorry to be ranting about this, and I don't want to get mad because I don't want my baby to be mad in there. It's okay, sweetie. But I feel as though it should be more support than being condemned for the negativity, or be more support than being condemned for what you do. This is like if someone who use spit to put on a pregnancy test because they believe that spit contains HCG. We might think it's crazy, but that doesn't mean they're crazy. It could be something that they want to try. You never know what somebody went through in their life. You never call no one crazy or wanting it so bad they'll do the dumbest things. You never know. Everybody's different. That's the whole point. Everybody's different. You can't sit here and say yeah to one person, say no to the next, and they're both the same thing. So, in all actuality, if anybody that's in that group that is on my YouTube page, and please go back and let them know. They could did the blackout in a more professional way, but I could care less and I'm not in that group. I really think I get more support and more encouragement off of YouTube than I did off of a group that was meant for being pregnant and TTCing after pregnancy loss. And it's crazy because I shouldn't have felt like that with over 400 and some odd members, all striving for the same thing, waiting to get good news about their pregnancy that's progressing, waiting to get that BFP. And everybody was just negative to the ones that got their BFP, that's trying to get their BFP, or that's taking pregnancy tests, however they choose to take it in their own home. Yes, you can't control people, because once you put your stuff out there, people got their own opinions. That's the truth. But I'm not going to sit back and let them come down on somebody all because of what they choose to do. I was bullied all my life because of my weight and because of my neck and everything else like that, which now I could care less about people laughing at me because I don't care. It took me a long time. It took over 20 years to understand that I am who I am. I am who God made me. I was a premature baby. I was 1 pound 14 ounces. I'm a blessing to be alive past the age of 1, and here I am 30, about to have my first child at 31 after 7 miscarriages. I'm a blessing. So now I can care less what people think. But for someone who's probably feeling vulnerable and just tried something out to be, bullied on, it's not right and it's not fair. So, oh well, I'm not worried about it, but that was my last rant of this video. And I thank you ladies for listening. Sorry it's so long. If you wanted to cut it short and not listen to it all, that's fine. But I'll be back to you again next week on the 6th. Of my 11-week update and my doctor's appointment. I'll be 11 weeks one day. And I'll be going to hear the baby's heartbeat with field Doppler. And after that, I'll be going to my first trimester screening. And I'll be coming back to you at 12 weeks with a whole bunch of pictures and ultrasound pictures. And maybe a gender guess. Who knows? And a telegender. Alright, ladies. Bye.